Hey, what's up? This is Ben from WODprep, and you know what time it is. It is time for the CrossFit Open. This is the ultimate strategy guide for CrossFit Open Workout 19.1. If you watch this video all the way until the end, you will have a chance to win this custom-made WODprep leather patch hat. It's pretty dope. I do have more colors, don't worry. You get to choose if you win. Also, I'm giving away a goodie bag filled with a whole bunch of cool crap. So if you want that, then stick around to the end because I'm going to share something. I'm sharing a story about a CrossFit gym that burned to the ground and it needs our help to rebuild. If you help rebuild it, I am gonna pick a lucky winner and give you a ton of free stuff. It's gonna be awesome. But stick around to the end, you'll learn more about it. Let's first dig into what you are really here for, and that is how do I get my best score possible on CrossFit Open 19.1. So whether you're RX, scaled, masters, it doesn't matter. We will help you get through it and get your best score possible. In this video, I'm going to include tips on how to make your wall balls more efficient, including a specific technique that you can use to help refresh your shoulders. 2, I'm gonna share, and we're actually gonna cut away to a special featured guest, and he's gonna teach you how to get the most out of the erg. Let's get started. If you wanna know the exact workout and all of its intricacies and make sure that you're not breaking any rules, obviously go to CrossFit or go to games.crossfit.com. I'm not associated with CrossFit HQ in any way, so just remember that these are WODprep's opinions and not CrossFit's. All right, here's the workout. Fire. We should have fire coming up on the screen. This is going to burn. It's gonna burn a lot, and if you haven't been conditioning and you've only been focusing on skills and heavy weightlifting, sorry about it. This one's gonna be tough, but don't worry, even if you're not conditioned, hopefully the tips in this video will help you improve. So let's dig into the strategy. The overall strategy for this workout is to accept the burn, harness it, and keep an even keel. The fatal flaw that I'm gonna see a lot of athletes make in this particular workout is they are going to start at full tilt. They're gonna come out, they're gonna be super excited, they're gonna row really fast and do their wall balls really fast, everything's gonna be great. And then about 7 or 8 minutes in, they're gonna get punched in the face, they're gonna hit a proverbial brick wall, and everything will come crumbling down. My challenge to you is to make sure that your rounds stay consistent. I want you to come out, I want you to open up this workout at maybe, let's say, 85% effort at the most. So the goal for myself when I do this and the goal for you should be to start just as strong or slightly less strong than you finish. So if you start really fast and then slowly taper off, that just tends to get you a worse score, in my opinion, in my experience. If I start strong and then finish slow, I tend to really suck when it comes to the score. But if I start slow, more, I guess methodical is the right term. If I start methodically and then I ramp it up the last couple minutes, really like the last 2-ish rounds, if I really put the pedal to the metal and get deep and dark into that pain cave that we all hear of, that's how I think you're gonna get the best score possible. So that's the overall strategy. Let's dig into the individual movement pieces. First, let's start with wall balls. So I'm going to share with you a specific technique that you can use to make sure that your shoulders don't over fatigue, and it's really going to help. You can choose to use it or not use it at your own peril. I would highly suggest doing a clearing stroke. So a clearing stroke is where I throw the ball up, and as soon as the ball leaves my hands, I relax my arms and bring them back down by my side. It allows me to kind of catch the ball right on my chest or maybe just a bit higher, but it allows me to not have to keep my arms up in the air the entire workout. If I'm gonna be pulling a lot, the last thing I wanna do is just walk around with my hands above my head. So it makes sense that every single wall ball throw, you're gonna have a lot of them, every single wall ball throw you throw, you wanna relax those arms, and you'll actually kind of feel that lactic acid, that burning that you're gonna get in your shoulders. A lot of that will start to dissipate if you do the clearing stroke with every rep. Some people don't like it, some people don't have the coordination, the wall ball hits them directly in the face. If you try this and it does hit you in the face, leave a comment below and let me know. It is a bit of a skill, it's a bit of a learning process, but once you learn how to do the clearing stroke and get your rhythm down, it's a lot easier. Obviously, when it comes to the wall balls, this is a workout that, in theory, if your squat's not that good, you could wear Olympic lifting shoes. I think that's kind of silly and overkill, but you could wear some lifting shoes to elevate your heel to make your squat a little bit better. Just make sure that before the workout, I would actually mark on the floor, maybe where your feet are at an optimal position for throwing the wall ball. The last thing you want to do is every single round step up, grab the ball, position yourself differently, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're throwing the ball and it's bouncing off the wall in a weird angle. So mark where your feet are in the perfect position, and then try to put your feet there every single time you pick up that ball. When it comes to pacing the wall balls, it's pretty simple. I'm personally going to try to go unbroken, and that's what a lot of athletes are gonna do. But not everyone's gonna be able to do that, and frankly, I might not be able to either. So if you need to break up your sets, what I would suggest is to stay consistent. I wouldn't suggest going out, trying to go unbroken, and then like one random round when you just are super tired, you break it up into like singles or triples or something like that. That would be really dumb and you're gonna waste a lot of time. I would drop your sets early. So if you think maybe 10 reps, shake it out, 9 reps, and then you're done. If you think that's something that you can stick with, I would maybe go with that from the get-go rather than trying to start the first couple rounds unbroken and then just getting totally crushed. If you're going to split up the reps, 10-9 is a great rep scheme. You could also do 7-6-6 or other various variations. I would try not to break it up any more than that if possible. And again, don't allow yourself to crush the first couple rounds of wall balls only to get crushed at the end. The goal is to stay nice and steady and consistent throughout. Okay, now it's time to talk about the row or the erg or the 19 calories. This is gonna burn. It's gonna burn maybe even more than the wall balls, and that's okay because we are featuring a special guest who's given seminars on how to row more efficiently. He's absolutely whooped my butt in workouts where we have to row for calories. And special guest today, Dr. CJ DePalma of The Movement Doctor. He also is a WODprep coach for our highest level athletes. And CJ is going to give you a breakdown of how to row the most efficient way in this workout.
When we are rowing, especially for this workout, we must try to focus on using the posterior side of our body. So when we start with the catch, so we're starting here, most people will come in, their hips will fly in, and they will slide back as such. This is an inappropriate way to row, as for this workout, it's gonna bias your quads. Don't wanna do that. Your quads are gonna be plenty blown up. So heels down, we're going to drive the knees into extension, making sure our back is stiff. So as we drive, we don't want to get pulled over. Staying nice and stiff in the back, keeping this good back angle at about 10 degrees from neutral. Here, arms are straight. This is our catch. Driving our legs, opening up the hips. Once our legs are about to be extended, we shift the hips to 10 degrees on the other side of neutral, and then we pull to the bottom of our sternum, not here, not up here. We don't lay down. We don't pull to our neck. We don't flare our elbows out. Our elbows are down and back, and our shoulders are relaxed and pulled in this way, okay? So from this position, this is called the finish. Now we have the recovery. So instead of sitting here and resting and dropping your hands, getting the chain loose, we don't want to do that. What we want to do is as soon as we hit our finish, we want to push our hands away, lean back to that other side of neutral, and then start to bend our knees, and then we're back in the catch, okay? And then we drive, knees, hips, arms, arms, hips, knees. Knees, hips, arms, arms, hips, knees. As you can see, my heels are staying down. My hips are staying maybe a little more back than usual. Why? Because I have to go squat 19 times with a ball. So instead of being here, this is going to blow up your quads, okay? This is basically doing the same movement over and over and over again. And it's an inappropriate way to row, okay? But we're not gonna get into too much rowing depth. We just want to be efficient for this workout. So the heels must stay down. When we're reaching in, we're leaning, but we're not relaxing and we're not folding over. We're nice and stiff. We come in, drive the heels down, pull, punch, lean, knees. We want to make sure our straps are tight enough that our feet don't move too much, but they're loose enough that I can just slide my foot in. So when I get in and out of the rower, this is what I like to do. I like to put down, grab the handle, put one foot in, pull, other foot, pull, and now I'm ready to go. Okay, and I pull. Focusing on being a little bit higher with my hip, focusing on the posterior chain. I get out, one up, one out here, and I grab the ball and I start going. Transitions are gonna be key to dominate this workout.
Sorry to interrupt this message, but I have a special announcement from my dog. Murphy would like to tell you that you need to hit the subscribe button down there. Thank you.
So I'd like to add in a few of my own rowing tips. These drive me absolutely insane. Number one, don't row on a 10. I can't even begin to describe how frustrating it is when I see people rowing on a 10 because it's stronger and it like works you out harder and you get better calories, bro. That's not true at all. I'm not gonna get into the math, but don't row on a 10. I would suggest personally to row on a 5 or 6. CJ and other coaches on my team recommend anywhere between a 4 and a 6. It's just that easy. Put it on a 5 or a 6 and you'll be totally fine. Transitions are huge. You need to be doing them quickly and efficiently. When you strap in your feet, it should be a quick, fluid movement that looks like this. When you unstrap your feet, after you do that last pull, it clicks over to 19 calories. It shouldn't take you 15 seconds to get your feet out of the straps. It's physics. Undo the straps, practice this before the workout, and don't get stuck here. It'd be so silly to execute flawlessly the actual rowing and execute flawlessly the wall balls, but you waste over a minute of this workout just trying to fiddle with the straps and get in and out. Practice it before the workout. Make sure that you can get out and get to your wall ball quickly and efficiently. And same thing, when you go back to the rower, you need to be able to sit down, strap in, and start pulling as quickly as possible. Even if those first couple pulls aren't big and strong, just get on and start pulling. Don't allow yourself to waste a bunch of time resting. One of the things that I didn't mention earlier was the overall theme of this workout for me is never rest. There should be no rest period unless maybe you have to break up the wall balls. But even then, you drop the wall ball, you shake out your shoulders, and you're right back on it. There should be no downtime, no resting, no walking, no hands on your head or hands on your knees. There's no room for that in this workout. You need to pick a pace that you don't have to rest, and then at the end, pedal to the metal and get in that pain cave. One more tip about transitions is make sure everything's close together. I literally want your rower, your erg, to be right next to the wall ball spot. If your gym forces you to run heats and they keep it separate, that's fine. But if I'm doing this on my own, it would be really silly of me to have my rower all the way across the gym and then I have to walk back and forth or run back and forth every single time. Try to make it as close as possible. Make sure that it's very intuitive for you to send that last wall ball up, turn and just sit right in the rower. You don't want to have to walk around the pedals or walk around the, any weird objects. Just really simple. You finish it, you turn, you sit down, and you start rowing. It's not that complicated, but a lot of these things, especially in an AMRAP like this, a lot of these things add up and it's gonna affect the amount of reps you can do. So anything you can do to reduce transition times, it's going to help you improve your score. So if you would like the complete written strategy guide where we actually include some mental strategy tips and mantras that you can say to yourself during the workout, go to WODprep.com/open and I will send you the complete written strategy guide along with a special bonus video that teaches you exactly how to warm up for this workout. So one of my coaches, Coach Gary, is going to come in and tell you exactly how he would warm up to kick this workout's butt, and he is really good at getting people primed and ready for something like this. All right, and if you remember in the beginning, I told you that if you watch this video to the end, I would teach you how you can win free stuff like this hat and a big bag of goodies that I'm gonna send to one lucky person. If you would like to participate in that, here's what you need to do. You need to go in the comments or the description below this video, wherever you're watching it, and go donate to help restore Custom Made CrossFit. Custom Made CrossFit was burned to the ground. They had about 150 members, and out of those 150 members, only 3 still have their homes left. They were all burned to the ground in the horrific campfire incidents in California. So there is an affiliate in Paradise, California that burned to the ground, and due to some insurance issues, they didn't get nearly enough money from the insurance people to rebuild the gym. So there have been multiple games athletes supporting these people. I have donated some of my own money. I've run a fundraiser, but now I'm really putting my money where my mouth is. I will be matching dollar for dollar every single person that donates to their GoFundMe page. All you have to do, the only caveat is with your donation, you have to make sure you write WODprep in the comments. because if big games athletes are sending hundreds of thousands of people to this page, then I don't know if it was someone who watched this video. When you do that, if you write WODprep in the comments, it's going to show me how much you donated. I'm going to add up all that between now and the 19.1 submission deadline. So that's, I believe, Monday night at like 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Between now and then, everyone who writes WODprep and makes a donation, I'm matching dollar for dollar. So I'm hoping to raise multiple thousands of dollars. It's going to be expensive, but it's going to be worth it because us as a CrossFit community, no matter what's going on with the games and with changes at HQ, it doesn't matter. We are a CrossFit community and we are here to lift other people up. We want to inspire people to participate in fitness and get addicted to what I think is a great addiction, and that is CrossFit. So we are going to help Custom Made CrossFit get back on their feet and rebuild their gym. They're getting close, and if you go donate, I am going to pick a lucky winner that donated, and I'm going to send you a ton of free stuff, including this hat. You can tell me if you want me to sign it or not. Probably not. My handwriting's sloppy, but I'm going to personally send you a note with this hat and a free bag of goodies to thank you for donating. But most importantly, it's not about winning the free stuff. It's about getting this CrossFit community back online. If you want to read the full story, I'm going to include a blog post that we wrote about them below in the comments. Make sure that you go participate in this fundraiser. I assure you, this is going to be an amazing story when we as a CrossFit community help rebuild this incredible gym. So last but not least, thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't. We are trying to reach 100,000 subscribers this year because I have never told anyone this, but once we reach 100,000 subscribers, I'm gonna pick a subscriber and I'm gonna pay for them to get certified. Any certification they want, whether it's a CrossFit Level 1, whether it's an Olympic weightlifting certification, I'm gonna pay for it, but it has to be when we hit 100,000 subscribers, and it's going to be one of those subscribers. So make sure you subscribe, and that's it. WODprep.com/open if you want the complete strategy guide with all the warm-ups and everything, and I will see you next week. Peace.